Hi folks, welcome to a special edition of Government Matters here on Focus Springfield. My name is Mike Dobbs. You may have heard that the Paramount Theater block in downtown Springfield is going to be up for auction, an online auction from September 23rd to the 25th. This is really significant, and it's significant because this is a major piece of downtown that could be redeveloped by a new owner. It's also significant because the Paramount Theater block is one of the most historic blocks in downtown Springfield. We thought that you would like to learn a little bit more about the Paramount and also to go inside to see what shape the theater is currently in. Stay tuned as we go inside the Paramount Theater. Depending upon your age, you may have seen a movie at the Paramount, or perhaps a theatrical event or a concert, or you may have danced here when it was remodeled and renamed the Hippodrome. For nearly a century, the Paramount has been part of downtown Springfield, and its future use depends at least partly upon who buys the block in which the Paramount is located. From the turn of the century to the 1960s, downtown Springfield was noted for its theaters, which included the Bijou, the Capitol, the Poli, the Arcade, and Lowe's Court Square. The Paramount is the last one standing. Its location on Main Street, near the train tracks, is quite important. The Paramount was opened in 1929 at a cost of more than $1 million. It was built to hold 3,200 members of an audience. It incorporated the site of the Massasoit House, a major hotel in the city whose guest list included at least 4 U.S. presidents. Now, the Paramount was opulent, with gilded plastered details, original paintings, and a pipe organ with a console that raised up to the stage from the basement. The Paramount was built during an era in the motion picture industry where a theater had to impress. It had to be an experience that went beyond the movie that was on the screen or the act that was on the stage. And in fact, Marcus Lowe, who was one of the owners of the company that owned Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, said, "People buy tickets to theaters, not to movies." In 1937, the Paramount's management celebrated its 8th anniversary with a special stage show called the Hollywood Bandwagon, and that actually headlined beloved movie comedians Abbott and Costello. The Paramount block was built where the Massasoit House was, and a new version of the Massasoit House was part of the original block. Now, in 1986, those former hotel rooms were renovated into office space. So let's take a look at this timeline. It was built in 1929. By 1999, the Paramount was converted into a nightclub. And in 2011, the property was sold to the New England Farm Workers Council. That organization had sporadic events at the Paramount until 2015. In 2018, the New England Farm Workers Council received a state grant of $2.5 million to seal the roof to prevent water damage, as well as a $4 million federal loan guarantee in order to start a renovation that would improve the theater and take that office space and convert it to apartments. The roof was repaired, although when we went in to get our footage for this special edition of Government Matters, we saw puddles. So there's still water that is leaking into the Paramount. Every other aspect of that announced project, a revised theater and new apartments, none of that was undertaken. So the building has sat essentially since 2015 without a purpose. Today, the Paramount Theater block represents not only an artifact of the past, but an important economic development project and challenge for the future of Springfield.